What's good, Premier family? Got 5 simple tips for you to help you lose weight. First thing I want to talk about is consistency. Everything that we're going to talk about always comes back to consistency. If you're only doing this every once in a while, you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. So look at this as a marathon, not a sprint. The more that you can accumulate volume of these methods that we're going to talk about, the better the results are that you're going to get. So let's talk about nourishing nutrition. First thing you want to make sure that you're doing is that you're eating real quality food. Things like real fruits and vegetables, whole grains, you're eating quality protein, things of that nature, okay? So you want to make sure that you're eating real quality food. The next thing under nourishing nutrition is, in this specific instance with losing weight, you want to make sure that you're in a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit of about 500 calories is a good amount. Over the course of a week, if you were in a deficit of 500 calories per day, you would end up losing a pound per week. So that's a good number to aim for. And then along with that, you want to also make sure that you are meeting your hydration needs. So a good rule of thumb I like to use is whatever your body weight is, divide that by 2, drink that in fluid ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, then you would try to drink at least 50 fluid ounces of water per day. Last thing under nourishing nutrition is make sure that you are meeting your macronutrient needs. So that includes carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Carbohydrates, you need to eat them. Your body uses that for fuel, for energy. So it's important that you're getting carbohydrates really like almost, 50 to 60% of your calories should be carbohydrates. Then you want to make sure that you're getting your protein needs met, and then fat as well. Next thing I want to talk about is structured strength training. Keep it really simple here. Do the basics: squat, hinge, lunge, press, pull, and make sure you're doing so in a progressive overload fashion, which just means over time you're going to increase the sets, the reps, the volume, the intensity, the rest period, whatever the variable is that you're manipulating, you're progressing that exercise over time. From there, we're going to talk about consistent cardio, and I really like to break this down into find a cardiovascular exercise that you enjoy doing, whether it's walking, running, riding a bike, swimming, doing a sport, whatever the case is. Find a cardio activity that you enjoy and then do it twice per week. 1 day of high intensity cardio and another day of low intensity cardio. Of course, you can add more in, but I think that 2 is adequate. And then the last thing I want to talk about is restful recovery. Make sure, yes, restful recovery does obviously include sleep. You want to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep per night. Really 8 is ideal, and 9 would be great, but I think 7 is the minimum that we want to try to reach each night. But in addition to sleep, it's also managing your stress. The body is an organism, and if we're trying to get adaptations, in this case losing weight, we want to make sure everything we're doing is devoted to that. If you are stressed, like from work or emotional or spiritual, or whatever type of stress you're experiencing, stress is stress to the body, and the body is going to respond to that stress appropriately. So if you have multiple stressors going on, it is diverting its energy and its attention elsewhere, away from your primary goal. So make sure that you are getting restful recovery. All right, so that's 5 simple tips to help you lose weight. Again, being consistent, having nourishing nutrition, structured strength training, consistent cardio, and restful recovery. I think if you follow those 5 tips, you're going to get the results that you want. So I hope that this was helpful. Remember to MPA, maximize your potential, pay it forward in your community, and spread agape love. Let's get this working. Peace.